What up? What up? It's Jasmine Nicole. Welcome and welcome back to Weight with Jazz, a safe space to discuss all things weight related, share our journeys, our lifestyles, our feelings, and a little bit of my life too. This is an impromptu live, an exercise live. Feel free to hop on whatever system of exercise that you implement and exercise with me. I'm just in a stepping mood. So I hopped on my stepper. Didn't feel like the gym thing. Don't always feel like the gym thing, but I still want to get my steps in. If you folks are looking for alternative methods to accumulating your steps without just the standard walking outside or the standard walking on the treadmill, which I love to do, I do prolonged walks, super long distance walks every morning for the most part, except for today. I'm just, deciding to do my stepper. So, but typically I get all my steps through walking. But if you want alternative methods, you can use devices like a stepper. That's an easy way to accumulate your steps. Very easy. In addition to your daily movements. So, you guys, I'm not going to be talking much through this live. Not because of exertion or anything, because this is really low impact. I could be on this thing for hours. I have. I'm just working out. So tap in, tap out if you feel like you need to. I'm probably just going to randomly be talking about things off the top of my head, things that I'm thinking about, moves I'm trying to make. So, to each his own, y'all. More than anything, motivation for you to get on something and start moving with me. This is a movement live. Are you moving? Or have you had some movement for the day? I really just needed this unwind. Sometimes I really just need to exert energy out of my body. I need to expend energy out of my body. Whew. When you learn your body, you know yourself in and out. You know what your body needs and what your mind needs. And I know my body and my mind is directly impacted from movement. So I need those energies. Y'all have went in on this stepper so many times, telling you I've clocked 1,200 calorie burns on this stepper. I'm telling you could make cardio out of what you have. Whether it's a device or it's your own body doing individual calisthenics exercises, independently lifting free weights, you can make caloric energy produced through your own separate exercises. Doesn't have to always be something so centered, structured in a gym or whatnot. I think that's a deterrent for a lot of people. They think getting in shape means fitness, massive fitness, and overexertion of exercises and routines and all the things. And that discourages people, for the most part, from being consistent. Also, the fear of being seen. When you're embarking on a weight loss journey, you embracing exercise. You're in the gym, you're outside, you're seen regardless. Some people can't handle that. It's It's a deterrent. It's a discouraging agent because of low self-confidence. So don't let all those negative things impact your journey. And you could also just be very introverted and work privately in your own home. So there's kind of no excuse. If you're super introverted, super shy, do it behind the scenes. If you can't do it on the front line, outside in the gym or whatnot, because you don't want people to judge you. Because people do. The world is cruel, judgmental, and mean. That's just what it is on so many levels. You just have to navigate your way mentally through it. And don't let the negative connotations distract your life and your goals. That's how I live. I'm going to do me and everybody can get out the way. That's just what it is. I'm going to do me and everybody can get out their way and their unsolicited advice. That's just how I roll in my life. I have enough experience, enough wisdom, and I'm growing and acquiring more as I go along. So let me shut up for a minute. I'm rambling on. Oh, I'm gonna have a number of topics coming off the top of my dome. That simply happens when I exercise. Exercising prompts mental agility. This is one of the times where I really can tap into in-depth thoughts. I come up with ideas, just, through silence in a sense. I'm talking to you guys right now, but usually, if I'm not listening to a podcast, looking at a screen, I'm in my thoughts. I'm staring ahead, staring up in the sky, thinking. And I get a lot of my creativity in those moments. This is why a lot of people, professionals on different levels and different scales, have solid fitness routines that start in the morning. If you ever notice that, CEOs, CFOs, high tier government officials, people that have to balance a lot of thinking on their shoulders, they are exercising regularly, most of the time in the morning. And they're clearing their head and they're getting their ideas or whatever to start their day. That's just the most part. I'm not saying I'm doing that right now, but that's typically that's the model of successful people who are successful financially and they're successful in physical health and appearance. It takes structure, it takes consistency. You can't fake it too much. Y'all, you know what? I'm also thinking about stepping into the solo travel lane, as I'm in my introverted loner life. I've always had a strong interest for traveling. I travel, I do have an upcoming Jamaica trip. I've traveled all last year, but now I'm trying to go outside of bounds and travel a little bit more. And I'm thinking I don't do cruises. I don't really like cruises. Never been on one, but just the idea of being in a large mass of water on a ship, and I can't get off and on when I want. I only get off when a dock is scheduled. To me, it's more limitation and cramping for me, but it looks so fun and enjoyable. I don't know. I might try it. I might just get a standard room real quick and do a travel vlog. Might just do that. Just because, I want to do something different. I like to travel. You don't have to have people with you to live your life. You got to step outside your bounds. You got to step outside of your square, step outside of your comfort zone, embrace your confidence, and do you. I'm finally at that point. I was never at that point in my life. I was always basing my life on what somebody else was doing. If I cannot pair with someone, then I can't go. Oh, if you can't go with me to the lounge, I can't go. Oh, you can't go with me out to eat, then I can't go. No, I don't need to have, I don't have to have it. There's nothing wrong with it. But I don't have to have an additional person with me to do things that I enjoy. It's good, but that's not how life goes. Everybody can't travel when you travel. Everybody's life dynamic is not like yours, maybe. People have different situations. People got to make plans. People have children. People have other things. At right, you know what I'm saying? That will prevent them from being in line, like if you want to just get up and go. So if that is your personality, which I'm learning is starting to be mine, I'm just going to get up and do what I want. For so long, I have accommodated other people's movements. I have stood on the sideline for years. I'm no longer doing it anymore. See what confidence does? See what dropping a whole person off of your body does? It changes your trajectory mentally. It really does. You're not a person to be taken advantage of like you were before, if you were. I'm speaking in them terms to you, but it's directly to me because this was me, the pushover, the one to be around everybody because I don't know how to be around myself alone and be complacent because I'm not happy with the way I look and I need validation from other people. That's no longer the case. I don't need validation. I just picked up a free weight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to the fourth set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fifth set. 1, 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch arms. Left arm. First set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third set. 1. Keep it consecutive. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bicep curls. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third set. I hope I didn't miscount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'm gonna have to repeat the set. 5. That's my rule. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fourth set. 1. Keep count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set. Fifth set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go into a compound of arm raise. This is just with 5 pounds. I usually do 10. I started off with 5-pound free weights doing these consecutive, repetitive movements. Just simply with free weights. You can do it while walking. I do it while walking on a treadmill or while you're on the stepper if you feel like you have strength. It doesn't have to be 5-pound weights. It can be 3 pound. Put some resistance in your hands. Okay, let's go into arm raise. Whew. Well, no, not arm raise. Overhead press. Overhead press with a free weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pay attention to form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fourth set. 1, 2, I believe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fifth set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel a little burn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Right there, that was 50 overhead press on one arm. Swap arms. Do 50 on the other. See how simple this really can be. We make things more complicated than what they are. You really could just put a simple workout together and do it consistently, repetitively. I don't care if you get annoyed with it. Do it over and over again because repetition gives results. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, yes. So far, did 100 bicep curls and 100 overhead presses. You did 50 on each arm. If you're doing this with me, that's what you did. I'm going to go into another round. We're going to hit 100 more bicep curls just with these 5 pounds. 50 on each arm. 1, 2. You want to tone your arms? 3. This works. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Keep your core sucked in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going into the third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. Just do another one. Just for kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, all right. My phone. It looked like my pad dying a little bit. I gotta plug it up. I might have to disconnect the mic for a second for some charge. That's fine though. I'll speak loud for you to hear me. If I want to speak, I'll speak loud enough for you to hear me, but I'm have to plug my pad back up. See, I got a little bit more time. Whew. Drain out some of the battery. Woo! Feels good, y'all. See, and I am perspirating some. It's one thing. It's definitely conjured up some perspiration. Consistent movements, repetition. Real, right there. Just realize if you did that with me, you did 200 bicep curls with 5-pound weights. 200 bicep curls. Imagine doing that 3 to 5 days a week. Just add. It's math. Calculate how many reps you have done. It's going to produce tone. Not really say tone. That has to do with the color of your skin. Muscle formation. Muscle building is going to give. And this is pretty much what I have lived by, in addition with other arm exercises, to lose my bad arms. Still a little shake there, just a little, but that'll be gone soon. I had much more than that. And I thought I had to get surgical procedure. Went through the consultation process and everything. Because I said, yeah, I'm not going to. And I was impatient. I didn't want to put the work in. Understandable. Because, when you're at a certain phase in your life, you like, I just don't want to go through the semantics of trying to get this off through fitness. Because it's a longer process and it takes patience. Fitness is not a race. Building muscle, losing fat is definitely not a race. It is a lifestyle practice. And it takes time. It's not something that's done fast. You're in a small deficit. You're eating. You're strength training. You're doing cardio on a weekly basis. This is a lifestyle for body critiques and reconstruction. Once you finish losing the weight part, if you're not mentally prepared for that, then you may just need to stay in the weight loss lane. Because coming into the maintenance and body recon, not even the maintenance, just the body recon part, is a whole different mindset of the continuation of pretty much what you were doing in the weight loss phase, plus more. The plus more is the weight training. And the plus more is the eating. Because you have to eat in body recomposition. Losing the weight, you want to deprive yourself, right? Through the GLP-1 medication, suppress the appetite, barely eat 800 calories. I know I was already there. Barely got enough strength to exercise, but I pushed myself to exercise. That's how the weight was coming off so rapidly. You only taking in 800 calories a day, and you burning up to 1,000 calories, weight coming off fast. I don't know where the energy was coming from, but it was excitement, and I was able to still pull it off. But realistically, at such a low caloric consumption level, you don't have the energy to actually produce what you need to produce to burn calories, to build muscle. You get that through eating protein as well as complex carbs. Carbs are a girth filler. Not even talking about simple, unhealthy carbs, refined carbs. We're talking about hardcore complex carbs, potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice with moderation. You know what I'm saying? You're eating clean. You have to eat some of those carbs for girth. They fuel your workout. Well, I'm not saying you have to, speaking in them terms, you speak I do. Because I notice, and with my research upon other fitness influencers that carbohydrates promote high level of energy for high performance with working out. If you're not an individual who wants to work out and you're not in the body recomposition, then carbs may not even be a concern of yours. Definitely if you're not a diabetes patient, if you're just struggling with obesity and you're managing that, carbs is not an issue for you. You can incorporate them in the right way and still produce what you need to produce for body recomp. But if that's not your interest and it's just weight loss and weight management, you can still incorporate carbs in your life moderately. The idea of completely extracting all carbs, which is almost utterly impossible. I know it's a whole niche with this carnivore thing. I don't agree with, and it's not because of meat, because I used to be a meat eater. And I was in a relationship. My men were meat eaters. That's fine. I prepared meals for them. I just didn't eat the meat. I ate what I ate plus the sides. So that's not the issue. But the issue to me is the lack of nutritional value within carnivore dieting. The idea to me of carnivore dieting is eating primarily meat, game, beef, and all the other types. Typically not lean. You're looking for something with a higher higher cut of fat, because you're also trying to hit ketosis by eliminating most carbs. You're just trying to be in a fat burning phase. Now, if you're trying to get a certain amount of weight off at one time, that could work. But as for long-term sustainability, it's not. More than likely, you're going to end up retracting back. I don't understand how a person can go without the consumption of oxygen, water, which is in vegetables and plants, and just eat flesh. You go off of what that animal ate only. So you're only getting your nutrients through a third party instead of getting it directly through the source. I don't understand that logic. That's why I don't agree with carnivore. People swearing by it, do what's right for you, but logically, scientifically to me, it produces results, but it can cause long-term harming effects on your body, especially if you're not eating lean cuts of meat. People out here just eating drops of butter, everything highly calorically fat because they want to be in a ketogenic status. People not even really understanding how to work that sustainably. Then they wonder why they're having conditions down the line. Your vitals are off. You contributing everything to the consumption of flesh only. Just think about that. Does it make sense in your mind to eat flesh only go off of what that animal ate, and you hope that animal was fed in the right area? You hope that animal ate wheatgrass, ate vegetables. You hope that you're getting the nutrition out of that A-grade animal. And that's if you're going to spend the money for that animal meat. People looking for cheap versions of meat. So you're getting low quality game. And the lower quality your meat is, the less likely it has the nutrients in it that you need, especially if you are only doing carnivore, which means that you're not eating vegetables. From my understanding, you're not eating fruit. The two most important foods that were put on this world, on this earth first. Now, I know that's a biblical controversy for people, but look, I believe in the Bible, so y'all can kind of miss me with all that. So this is what I live by. I believe that fruit were the first plants put on earth. That was the food of access given to humans. So to take that away and say that is not good for you, to me, I feel like that's a slap in the creator's face. The food that I provided on earth, you are creating a whole bunch of conspiratorial, conceptual, theoretical rhetoric without solid support on why my food, speaking as God, why my plants on this earth are not good for you. Hey, welcome to the live. I can't really see you. I can't really see you to see who posted, but welcome to the live. I'm too far away, y'all. I can't read the comments. Just, y'all, that's a bit much. Oh, let me plug this up before my pad dies. Lord have mercy. So it's probably going to be, you're going to hear me without the mic. So the audio may be a little bit off, y'all, but y'all just going to have to deal with that. I'm not getting off of this live until I'm done with my workout. You dig? That's how I do. I'm not getting off this live until I'm done with my workout. So I hope I'm loud enough because I'm micless. I had to plug my iPad up. All right. We rocking out on this, all right? I'm in motion. My heart rate is up. You dig? And I'm ready to continue to run my mouth. But yeah, I'm not, yo, let me just say, please, with my level of delivery, y'all, forgive me. Don't take offense if you are a meat eater. Please don't. Don't take offense. Just giving you my subjective synopsis. My opinion on these diets people are swearing by. My plant-based opinion, I'm plant-based. I'm pescatarian, okay? So I eat fish and seafood. Before I was vegan, I still do adapt vegan practices and interchange them here and there. I was vegetarian. I still adapt to vegetarian practices and incorporate them in my life as a pescatarian. But I know the vital importance of vegetables and fruit, fiber. You think eating meat solely, I feel like it's going to promote constipation. If that animal did not consume enough fiber. So I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I hope that on the back of the nutritional facts of the meat, it lists everything. Sometimes you can't even trust what's listed in nutritional facts in the system. I don't know, y'all. Conspiracy. But that's my opinion on that, okay? I can't live without a vegetable a day. I don't know. I have to have some form of a fibrous vegetable in my body a day. It's really oxygen and it's water. I can go without having a fruit, but I can't go without having a plant. Fruit, plant, yeah, but literally a plant, a veggie. I can't go without it. I need to have a green. I need to have a spinach. I have to have a broccoli. I have to have a Brussels sprout. I have to have a cabbage. I have to have something. Something. That's why it's a part of the nutritional system of value for daily intake. I don't understand. Like, we tap in claiming to have PhDs and so forth, but the theories we're creating are illogical. And it's throwing people off balance. But anyway, let me get off of that before people really get offended. Meat eaters, yeah, it's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, I see the flaws in the argument. I see the flaws in it. And people are swearing glory results from this. Yes, you lose weight. You can rapidly lose weight with any type of diet. But is it sustainable? Are you happy just consuming solid meat every day? Are you happy without carbs? Are you happy without fulfilling the just natural form of a carb, an apple, a pear? Something that's going to immediately put water into your body. Natural sweetness. It is what it is, y'all. I can't change the world, but my opinion is subjective and it can influence like everybody else. So I said what I said. We all have opinions. And we all are adults, so we should be able to process opinions accordingly, right? And not take offense. We should have strong stomachs. What do y'all feel about the policy that's being adopted in Arkansas in regard to food stamps? You're talking things weight related. Do you think that is a positive move to affect the obesity problem that's running in our adolescent community? Do you think that it's going to be adopted with other states? This is a part of, I remember Trump saying, make America healthy again. I don't know, yo, is this a part of make America great again? Am I making America healthy again? To be honest with you, should have been done a long time ago. There should have been more of a monitor on the type of goods consumed, purchased with food stamps. You are feeding, you are fueling, you are developing the next generation of children. And unfortunately, this generation of children is extremely obese. It's a part of the epidemic. So in order to get a hand on it, I think this is actually a positive move to incorporate more healthy choices, condition parents to make more healthy food choices for their children, and not just buy bags of multi-flavored chips and Cheetos, bags of fruit snacks instead of bags of fruit, stuff full of red dye number 40. Just buying fast, quick stuff, prepackaged nuggets, cheap nuggets, not quality nuggets. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that I typically have seen growing up, honey. I look at grocery carts in my community, okay? And I've seen, unfortunately, disappointed in the high level of unhealthy food that be in the cart. I'm just keeping it real. I'm a real chick. I was subject to that food. I was subject to putting that stuff in my cart as well. And I really learned nutrition now. I understand now. Before, I'm seeing like, this cart is loaded. I'm like, man, I wish I had money like they did. Their cart is full of groceries. But I never really got that deep, younger, into what type of groceries are in that cart. Do you see any greens? Do you see fruit? You see meat, prepackaged, fast, heat up, microwavable food, Hot Pockets, pizzas, chips, popcorn, sodas that are not sugar-free, juices, just, a whole bunch of all of that. Over time, every week, doing that to fuel your kids, and that's what we've been taught. We're thinking that, it's fueling them, they'll burn it off, they have a high metabolism. That's not always the case. The constant the constant refined sugar that's going into their bodies, it's just constantly spiking. It's putting them, it's pre-exposing them to potential diabetes in the future. It's like, that's what they're saying. I understand the articles saying that we're harming the kids. The food is harming the kids. And it starts with the parents. You got to make the better decisions. And we can't go off of, oh, my child won't eat that. I don't know what school of parenting y'all folks come from. Black folks don't come from that. I'm sorry. I don't come from that school of thought when it comes to parenting. You gonna eat what I put on this plate. Look, y'all already know, y'all know that tone. Now, it ain't gonna be Crooklyn style. I ain't gonna make you eat the black beans until you vomit at the table, okay? I ain't gonna do that, because clearly, you just don't like black-eyed peas. Now, I'm gonna be sensitive to that. But you're gonna eat this vegetable that's on this plate. You don't want the veg? You're not allergic to it. You're gonna sit at the table until it's 8. Okay, you don't gotta eat it. You don't get dessert. Simple as that. Do you want that dessert? Eat the vegetable off that plate. That's just it. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, as a parent, you got to have non-negotiables. You can't let your kids run you. You run your children. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just have, listen. And in these days, you can't even do that with these kids. You can't even run your kids because they running you. These kids are very entitled. today, Gen Z, and the next gen are very entitled. Very entitled, very victimizable, very judgmental, okay? Very over-interpretive. They'll falsely interpret something in a minute and attack you. I'm telling you, the mindset of this generation is different. I know strictly from my offspring that I have, okay? It's a whole different mindset, especially as they get to the age of adulthood. Even before then, 15, 16, 17. That's why I live alone. Oh Lord, choose my battles. Because you can't even employ certain levels of discipline, guidance anymore today. Everything is completely questioned, attacked. Parents are always on the chopping block. Yo, I can understand people say, look, I don't want children. I'm good. I'm not parenting. I'm not disciplining. If you can't deal with a person who can accept instruction, accept guidance, what's the point? What's the point? Because as a parent, you're not going to feel good as a parent. If you're constantly getting resistance all the time on everything. Now, it's a different day. This is why embracing being a loner is better for me. It's a different day. Time. Is this going on a 2-hour workout? It's 47 minutes. I mean, hit an hour. I think I've been on here. I feel like I've been on here for more than an hour. I don't know. Trying to hit 60 minutes. But anyway, I'm not saying I agree with everything that, President Trump has implemented, has done in the past or whatnot. But certain moves, I see where he's going right now. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm completely against it when it comes in that regard. Now, in the regard of the Department of Education, is something going on with that? Are they restructuring the Department of Education? The Department of Education is coming to an end. I definitely saw that. I think it was a press conference. What's going on with that? Now, I'm concerned about the Department of Education. That's a major move, and what's the reasoning behind that? It's a lot of movement being done with the new presidency in. Pay attention. A lot of bills are being signed. A lot of bills are being signed while people are getting lost in the sauce of TikTok being banned. People are being distracted, and bills are being signed under your nose. And you don't even know what they mean. Gotta stay woke. Gotta stay woke. Stay aware, politically aware of what's going around your surroundings. Dropping my phone. Alright, so far, burned about 375 calories since I've been doing the stepping. And that's about 7,828 steps so far. That's through the Apple Motion app that's automatically, the fitness app that's automatically on your iPhone. I mean, I probably burn more than that. I don't go completely by this solely. I was lifting weights as well, you know. Apps don't interpret them type of movements. So, oh, it feels so good, y'all. I don't know what it is, but low impact cardio is something that I really love doing. I don't know why, whether it's walking for miles and hours or on a stepper for hours, yo. It's something about prolonged cardio that I really love. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm getting caught up. I was getting caught up in all this influencer rhetoric. Oh, don't do cardio. Stop cardio. Weight train only. No, don't weight train only. For successful fitness and body critique, you need a combination of cardio and weight training. Both. Heart health for cardio and also for calorie burn. More so. You burn more calories, in my opinion, with cardio. You burn more calories with resistance training after the fact. After you have built the muscle, you burn more calories. After the muscle has formed. But if you haven't formed any muscle, in my opinion, you're not burning any more calories. You burn more calories after the formation of the muscle. And you burn, there you go. Your RMR increases. Your resting metabolic rate increases based off of your muscle mass developed. Y'all, it's taking time for me to learn these terms. A lot of reading. A lot of researching. I consume so much fitness content in a day to stay agile. I need to constantly learn. I need to constantly know. And then I think I'm also in zone 4. I think zone 4 is where you're at that level where you are doing cardio, but you can still talk. That's a good level to be at. When you can have a conversation and not be completely out of breath. You may be short a little bit, you know, but I think that's zone 4. I don't know. Put in the comments if you know the specifics of that. Is zone 3 or zone 4 where you're in cardio, but you can walk. I mean, you can speak. So you're in a comfortable state of cardio. I like to be in that phase. I like to be in a comfortable state of cardio. I like to kick it up a little bit with a little hit every now and then, you know. Do a quick sprint on the treadmill real fast, you know. Kick it up to 7 speed and just run real fast. Do that periodically, but I'm not a hit workout person. I don't just get on the treadmill and just constantly do hit. I see people do that too. That's not my style. Like, I feel like I play with hit when I get bored. Like when I get bored, I'll incorporate a large spike of hit. But other than that, I'm steady state cardio and weight training. I'm cool. Give me a book, an audio book, I'm straight. That's why I could not do the gym with my partner. I had to do my partner home because my partner rushes me. That's why we used to have problems, okay? That's why I'm solo too. He's just not the right partner. Because listen, like he was definitely messing up my vibes in Jamaica. Okay? This time I plan on going alone. Okay? So I can really benefit the way I want to benefit. And have my room, got the same room booked, the same location right behind the gym, private pool and all that. Okay? I booked the exact same setup, but it's just me. Okay? Because listen, I can't do that. I want to get up, and I understand people don't do that. That's why it's okay to travel alone. For me, for my lifestyle, I want to get up and go to the gym. And if I want to stay in there 3 hours, then I'm going to stay in there 3 hours. If I want to stay in there 2, then I will. I want to stay in there to finish my routine until I'm done. I don't want to work on people's schedules and itinerary. Definitely if my itinerary is what brought us here. Okay? I made the itinerary. So I had my trip planned out on what I'm doing each day. And working out in the gym is a part of that. And if you want to be a part of me, then you need to get up and come with me or stay in the bed and wait until I'm done and be content and happy. And don't give me no attitude. And let's go on and have fun with the rest of the day. You see what I'm saying? If you can't do that, then you don't need to come with me. You know what I'm saying? If you can't let me be great, you do not need to be on my trip. And that's how I look at it. I don't do that. No. The money I kick out, as hard as I work, boo-boo. Baby. I ain't having it. Not this time. When you get up, go to the gym, look out the view, water, walk for 2 hours, just be in my zen, lift my weights, go and do my shower, put on my bikini, you know what I'm saying? Go out and do me. It's a shame you can't have a man that can just let you do you, watch you be great, and just accommodate accordingly as you go along. That's what we want for real, for real. We don't got time. We trying to boss me around too much. I like to be bossed around to an extent, but don't get too controlling. That's what my phone tells me. What does the device tell me? The device says I've been on this for 74 minutes. I was on this before I came on live, y'all. And the calories, 693 calories I burned since I've been on this. I was on this before I hit live, y'all. So keep that in mind. So 74 minutes, going on 75 minutes, going on 700 calories burned in 75 minutes. On a stepper. On a stepper, y'all. On a stepper. Yes, God. Keep your core sucked in. You can even add more intensity to this, y'all. You can put a cincher around your waist. You can put a traditional corset around your waist. I'm not recommending you do that. The traditional corsets with wires here. If that's not used properly, it could do damage. But like a simple waist trainer, tighten that waist trainer on you. Good quality. Get on a stepper. Keep your stomach sucked in. The trainer should help keep that sucked in. Keep your posture up and step. Lift your weights. Bicep curls and definitely overarm presses work your core, especially the heavier your weight is. If you can do 10-pound weights, I recommend do the 10 pound because you'll feel it more with the overhead press. You'll feel it more here. So, add extra tools, I'm telling you. For the formation, body contouring, reconstruction, tightening up the midsection. You can't really spot reduce, but in certain tools, you can kind of create the appearance of such. With the waist trainer, using stuff certain ways, it can create the appearance of a spot reduction in the midsection. Therefore, cinching the waist in as the bottom extremities go out. take my dog out for a walk after I'm finished with this. I will have to walk my dog after I'm done. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's Improv Exercise Live. And y'all heard me ramble on about a number of topics. I might start doing this more often, y'all. Probably will start doing this more often. I think it's a good encouraging factor, a motivational factor. See somebody else working out. It's kind of a trigger you don't want to get up. Hopefully. Why not? Hour live, might as well get up for 30 minutes or something. Let's get it. Let go. Let go. We try and get bodies in here, right? Bodies by Jazz. Hey. Time is it? We hit it. Whew. Is that all I had to say? Is that all I gotta say? I think that's pretty much it. I gave y'all my update. Check for my videos. I did recently post the update, a week 25 update. GLP-2. Let me explain that real quick too for those who asked me in the ongoing comment section about the word GLP-2. GLP-2 was a concept that already came out when GLP-1 came out. And then zepbound came out. Well, when zepbound came out, in addition to Mounjaro. GLP-1 refers to a single agonist, okay, only. It's a single agonist, incretin, medication only for diabetes or weight loss. That was introduced originally with dulaglutide and liraglutide, however you want to say it, and semaglutide. They are single agonists, GLP-1, okay? The dual agonist is a GLP-2 in concept, just in layman concept. This is not nothing that's been grounded, but it definitely has been circulated in media. I've heard it in major interviews by newscasters and all that. I listen to a lot of news from different states through YouTube. So the concept of GLP-2 as identifier for Mounjaro and zepbound was already introduced. I just am going with it because in logic it makes sense. It's a two-pronged agonist, GLP. And it's important when identifying these generation of medication, instead of always referring to GLP-1 only. When there is a GLP-2 medication, that's Mounjaro and zepbound, tirzepatide. And then we have a three-pronged agonist, which is a GLP-3, retatrutide. They're calling it triple G. It's just a quote-unquote term. But in logical terminology, it will make sense for it to be a GLP-3 because it is a three-pronged agonist. See what I'm saying? So chronologically align them up with their agonists makes more common sense than calling every GLP-1 medication just GLP-1. That's why everybody always references Ozempic only. Do you notice that? You don't hear people reference Mounjaro or zepbound. Everybody references Ozempic, GLP-1 only. They only reference that because that was the only GLP-1 that hit mainstream. It's not the first. Semaglutide wasn't the first. The other ones, dulaglutide and liraglutide, were already there. They didn't get much coverage. They didn't have much glorifying data. Ozempic produced celebrity glorifying data that took the media waves by storm in the world. And now everybody wants the Ozempic want semaglutide. That's just a GLP-1. Manjaro and zepbound are GLP-2. In layman logic, retatrutide has 3 agonists. That's coming. And anything after that will be a 4th generation. If it has 4, you know what I'm saying? Like if it has 4 prongs, it will be a 4th generation. Anything coming out is that you have to generationalize it, categorize it, so people can really understand these medication and the types when they refer to them. And they not only referring to Ozempic. Anyway, that was my explanation behind that. If you see my video say GLP-2, I just chose to run with the word, okay? But that's my logic behind it. Because people seem to be, you know, interested in it and not understanding and confused by it. So I felt like an explanation was warranted. I think I'm just, when I go on vacation, I'm just going to go live too. So yeah, y'all get used to this because when I decide to go out, I'm just going to go live when I'm on vacation and stuff, when I'm traveling. It'll be times where I'm just going to post my live up. I'm going to interact with y'all. I'm not probably really going to read the comments like that. It'll just be like a rest and lay with me situation. Y'all hang out with me. If you into that. If not, it's still going to be gunning. It's still going to be running. The live is going to be running. Y'all going to be on live with me when I'm out. Whenever I do go. Live with the loner. All right, I think that's enough. Did we hit the mark? I think we hit the mark. That was a good workout. And that was a good late night workout, actually, because I did this late. Straight improv, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into this live. I appreciate your support. I wish you wellness on your fitness and wellness journeys, y'all. Continue to stay consistent, stay focused, stay motivated. I'll see you in the next video. Be real.